Hey, I hope you are having a fabulous day. I wanted to pop on here because I had this thought as I was drifting off to sleep last night that I wanted to share with you guys about what I am calling business dimorphic disorder or dysmorphic disorder. And I don't know if you're familiar with body dysmorphic disorder, but essentially it's where you the person that has this focuses almost completely on like as a flaw or what's not working with their body or something to that effect, and they're fixated on it and they can't see the good necessarily that they have, and it's generally something that really isn't obvious to anyone else. And so that got me thinking about business dysmorphic disorder. That is such a mouthful. And why I think this is actually really prevalent in businesses, especially with entrepreneurs, is so often other people see our businesses as something that we don't necessarily see because we're so close to it. And then in addition, I think that sometimes they see our success more clearly than we see our success for a few couple of reasons. And I think that I've distilled them down to about four. So the first is the infamous moving of the carrot. I don't know if you do this as an entrepreneur, but I am guilty of this where I set a goal and then I continually move the goal post, and it's just never, I'm never satisfied. It's never done, it's never finished. And while that's great for progress, that's not actually great for fulfillment or feeling satisfied or feeling successful. So, not sure if you guys can relate to that one. But the second one is that because of that, it's sometimes hard for us to see the goal because we're always moving towards something. And, a lot of us go fast and break things. And so I'm wondering how this actually all relates to the very infamous thing that floats around in a lot of entrepreneur circles called imposter syndrome. And that's what got me thinking about this business dysmorphic disorder of how maybe we're viewing our businesses in a way that doesn't actually reflect our success. And another reason why this came up is I won an award a few weeks ago for most outstanding boutique business consulting firm in the state of Texas. And I'll be 100% frank with you guys. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this because I legit thought it was a scam. It's like, what are you talking about? Well, how did I win this award? Anyway, and so it got me really thinking about how often do us as business owners not acknowledge our success or not really believe our success because we've been there the whole time. It's kind of like as we age, we feel older, but we don't necessarily look older because we've been there looking at our face in the mirror every day for however many years. But when we see somebody we haven't seen in a while and time has gone by, it's very obvious how time has changed. And so that got me thinking again about this whole thing and how it relates to the business. And I'm wondering if a lot of this comes down to, I have a sticky note here. Win amnesia. Like maybe a lot of the success that we have, we've just forgotten about it. So it seems like it didn't happen. And so that might be why people from the outside, like this company that nominated me for this award, or my friends or my clients even, can see this tremendous amount of success that, to be honest, I sometimes don't feel very successful or inspiring or all the words that, people use to describe me. And I'm wondering if you too feel this way, where you see other people maybe, or other people tell you and you're like, yeah, okay, I kind of believe you, but I'm not 100% there. And so what I'm going to start doing, and which I think might be a really fun exercise for all of us to do, kind of in line with Thankful Thursday, or, starting in November, we do, 25 days of gratitude or something like that, where we create a win sheet where every time we have a win, big or small, we write it down so that we can refer back to it when we're feeling like maybe we don't remember how successful we are, or we're having a bummer of a day or something like that, and we can, just feel into that and realize that we have come really far and that we are successful. And of course, who knows if I'm actually babbling here? I mean, I'm just kind of going off the cuff. You may not feel this way at all. This may be completely unrelatable. But for me, I look a lot of times at my life and my business, and while I'm very grateful, I sometimes don't see the success because I'm in it every day. And so, if this resonates with you and you want to join in on my writing down wins and gratitude exercise for the next however many days, please do. I think it'll be really fun, and I also think it'll be great for us to all recognize, because it's been a rough year. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? But it's been a rough year for entrepreneurs, especially. And I think we can all use a little reminder of how far we've come, and hopefully that we're still here and kicking and still building businesses and helping clients and things like that. So I'd love to hear if this resonated with you at all. If it didn't, totally fine. Keep scrolling. If it did, I'd love to hear what resonated. And also, if anybody knows anyone who is really good at writing bios, to this point, it is hard for me to talk about myself, and I have to brush up my bio. So if anybody has any ideas, I am all ears. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys today, and kind of connect the dots between imposter syndrome and moving the carrot and the goalpost and win amnesia. So let me know what you think. Talk to you next week.